Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video on something that's recently been introduced to our family, and I know I have mentioned it in a few posts, but I wanted to talk about celiac disease. I just want people to be aware of it and what it is, because honestly I had no idea what it was up until about 4 months ago. So celiac disease is when the gluten, which is protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, when it's ingested, put on the skin, hair, tooth paste, shampoo, conditioner, lotions, whatever, eaten, it does damage to the small intestine. Okay, so in the small intestine, it's lined with these little finger-like things called villi, and those villi play a huge, important role in the absorption of nutrients in whatever we eat. So when those villi are damaged, you're pretty much, you can't absorb any nutrients, and you pretty much start to starve to death, or your body starts shutting down other organs because you're not taking in those nutrients that your body needs. So a person that has celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disease, it's not an allergy, is what I've come to find out. It's not a gluten intolerance. It is full on, no, you cannot eat it. 100% gluten-free diet, no cross-contamination. That means, for example, we have a gluten toaster and a gluten-free toaster. And we have to buy peanut butter that is for regular bread, peanut butter that is for gluten-free bread. Gluten also attaches to plastic. We've been advised to use glass bowls for cooking, no wood utensils because it absorbs the gluten. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a whole lifestyle change. I'm still working on it, and I'm still a little overwhelmed with it, but I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll feel a little more comfortable with this whole thing that we're experiencing. So to find out if somebody has celiac disease, what happened was our oldest daughter had stomach issues starting in January, and so I finally took her in, and she got a blood test done, and her levels were elevated when it came to the celiac area. So they gave her an endoscopy and took a bunch of biopsies to see how bad it was, and they looked at the lining of her small intestine to make sure there wasn't tons of damage, and then they told us that she definitely has the celiac, and that she also needs to go on the 100% free gluten-free diet. And honestly, this is a 14-year-old girl who loves pizza, who loves to just eat food with her friends and hang out, and typical teenager. And now she's having to go on this diet. This diet's gonna have to be something that she's gonna have to be on for the rest of her life. And so I wanted to bring this up because I wanted people to be aware of it, because life is hard enough, and especially with those people that have to deal with this garbage, and then have other people rub it in their face, oh, look at this cookie I'm eating. Yeah, my kids have done that to their siblings before. When they know they're not supposed to eat it, they're like, oh, this is really good. I'm like, dude, that's rude, But this isn't something that we can take lightly, because I love my daughter, and we possibly have 2 other kids that have it. Their levels were elevated, but we have to wait for the endoscopy to get a final diagnosis. And I love my children. And, when people are like, oh, it's not a big deal if she has a little of this, or it's not a big deal if she has that, it is a big deal, because honestly, who's the one that's seen their child in pain? Who's the one that's up with their child all night long, who's sicker than a dog? I have seen her so sick just because she ate an ice cream cone 3 weeks ago. She had an ice cream, didn't think it would be a big deal to have the cone too, oh, she was so sick all night long. And this is a serious thing. She's learning her lesson. She's learning that what she can and can't eat. And so I personally, as a mother, would appreciate if people could just be aware when somebody says they can't eat something, just give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't be like, oh, what, you're trying to lose weight? Oh, you're trying to No, that's not always the case. It's not always a fad diet. People are truly allergic to certain foods. People truly have diseases to where they can't eat certain foods. So I just wanted to talk about this because I've heard a lot of uneducated opinions about it, which, hey, it's all good. Mine was uneducated too, but that's why I'm doing this video, so I can educate people and let people know. So hopefully we'll figure things out by the end of this year and do a little better when it comes to this whole lifestyle change that we're going through. She also has something called EOE, and that's a whole nother thing that I'll have to talk about sometime. So, never thought my 14-year-old would have to be taking Prilosec every day. And yeah, but anyway, life is good. This whole situation has made me really appreciate food a lot more. It's made me appreciate my body a lot more and the things I put into it. You know, how thankful I am that my body's able to digest things properly and not hurt itself. You know, that's something that we don't always think about. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do this video, and yeah, it's kind of a long video, so I guess I better end it now. But I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and love and peace. I'm out.